right around the corner. And if you're a parent like I am, you're probably wondering, what are some activities I can do with my child at home? Well, today I'm going to show you 10 activities that you can do with plastic eggs. Hi, my name is Aja, and if you're new here, welcome to Educate Our Youth, where each week I go over tips, tricks, and strategies on parenthood, family fun, and just ways you can educate your child. If you're interested in any of those things, then join our community by subscribing below and pressing those bell notifications, because that's the only way you'll get notified when I upload a new video. Well, today we're going to go over 10 really fun Easter activities that all involve plastic eggs. Many of us are probably just sitting at home watching this video on YouTube, so I will put the Amazon link below in the description so that you can get Easter eggs sent to your front door. Let's jump into some Easter activities. So for this first activity, you will need a carton, you will need some small plastic Easter eggs, and some good old tongs. This really helps develop their fine motor skills. They will grab the Easter eggs and place the Easter eggs into the egg carton. If your child can do that really easy, go ahead and amp it up a notch by getting some crayons. And with your crayons, go ahead and color the inside of the carton. This way, when they do the activity again, they have to put the colored egg into that hole. This makes it challenging because they have to be strategic. They can't just drop the egg. So this way, when they use their tongue and place the egg, I can't just drop it, but I have to put it in the correlating spot. Just like that, all the way across. This next activity I like to call Fill the Eggs. I have an egg carton and I put in 6 colored Easter eggs. This way she is going to take some candy, any candy that you have will suffice, and she's going to put the candy in the correlating Easter egg of that color. If you don't have candy, you can use things such as pom-poms. Alright, what color would you put that in? Blue, good job. Pink, good job. And you can help by reinforcing the colors as they put the colors in the egg. If you wanted to make it challenging, you could also use your tongs again. Next activity is bobbing for eggs. It's actually not only develops fine motor skills, but it also works as a sensory activity. They get the eggs in one basket that's filled with water, and they have to use some kind of kitchen tool to put the eggs in the other bucket. Awesome. If you wanted to make it more challenging, of course you can have them bob for certain colored eggs. This also helps as a pre-writing activity as your child learns how to turn their wrist. Yay, you did it. Of course, if you have a 2-year-old at home like me, they'll get really carried away with this. You want to do that again? So what you could do is, once they have filled the bucket, just pour the water into that bucket, and they're ready to do the activity all over again. The next activity for your child is called the noisy rabbit. The noisy rabbit. All you need is a good old tissue box, and I made a little old rabbit. I cut a hole in his mouth. This way he can eat the noisy egg. You have a rabbit, and this rabbit only likes noisy eggs because he's the noisy rabbit. So you have to find and feed the rabbit all of the noisy eggs. And for this parent, you will fill some Easter eggs with random items you have around the house. Some of them must be filled and some of them won't be filled. And your child will just listen to the sound and decide if the noisy rabbit is going to eat that egg, if it makes noise, and if it doesn't make noise, then that noisy rabbit does not want that egg.
Do you want? No.
No.
You want?
Good job!
You want? No, we didn't know.
No noise. This next activity serves as a really simple sensory activity. All you need is an Easter egg basket and some good old Easter grass. I got this grass for $1 at Walmart. I will also put the Amazon link for grass below in the description. So all you will do is hide Easter eggs in an Easter basket and fill that basket with good old grass. Once you're finished, you want to make sure all the eggs are completely hidden. Your child must find the Easter eggs hidden in the Easter basket without taking out the grass. I created some number mats that help you and your child count Easter eggs. For each mat, you simply just count the number of Easter eggs and put that number on the mat. You could also hang this up, and each day they count a new number of eggs. However you want to do it, you will see the free downloadable link below in the comment. Because all the colors kind of add to each other, they could start off with a blue, and then what happens when you add one blue and one pink? So I'm adding one to the one I already have, and together I have two. Well, what happens when I have these two eggs and then I add another egg? So 2 plus 1 more was 3. And this way you can actually add in early addition. What happens when you have 3 eggs and you add 1 more? Well, that gives me 4 eggs. This next activity is a mix match activity. These mats are also below in the description. So on these mats, what you will do is you will take the top and bottom. They're all different colors. If your eggs came together, you just have to simply break them apart. For example, this one is a green bottom with a blue top. So you will put green bottom with blue and put them together like this. For this next activity, your child will practice with their initial sound. So what you would do is use some easy peel labels. For example, I use just the Avery labels. I will put the link below in the description. And I just used my egg and I went ahead and put all the initial sounds on one side. And you see I have at, it, R on the other side.
B, I, buy, K, I, car, I, sigh, I, my, I, for.
Some words will be real words and some words will be nonsense words.
It, fits, hit, it, bit, at, cat, sat, mat, fat, hat.
For this next activity, I simply am using an egg carton. As you see, I wrote the numbers 1 through 12. I then put labels 1 through 12 on each egg. So you see each egg has a number. If your child is learning how to just recognize numbers, they would simply say, ooh, this is 9. So I'm putting 9 with 9. If your child is a little more advanced, you can use this with addition. In order to amp it up a notch, you would simply write addition and subtraction problems that equal 1 through 12. This way your child will have to identify 1 plus 3 is 4. So this egg goes into the 4 in the egg carton. 3 minus 1 is 2, so I know that that goes into 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 1 plus 5 is 6. And 6 plus 1 is 7, etc. So you would do that to amp it up and make it even harder with addition and subtraction. The next activity is good old matching. So what you would do is you would take your eggs, break them apart, and you will use some Avery labels. I will put the link below in the description. And I just simply drew out, for example, shapes. If your child is working with matching shapes, and your child will sort through the eggs and say, oh both of these are blue triangles, so they know that this egg goes together. Another example would be orange circles. They see the orange circles. They know that this egg goes together like that. You can also amp it up a notch. Depending on what your child is actually working with, you can change how you want them to match. If your child is trying to recognize capital and lowercase letters, you can use capital and lowercase letters to have them match those up. If your child is just simply learning words, you can draw a picture such as a ball on one egg and write the word ball on another. This way they will identify ball and the word ball and be able to match the word with the symbol. Another thing you can do, especially with numbers, is have your child have 3 on one side and actually do the number dots. This will have them count how many dots. So I see 1, 2, 3 dots. I will find the number 3, and that's how I know that this egg goes together. You can take any set of stickers that you might have at home with your eggs. And you will simply take the sticker, cut the sticker in half, and put half of the sticker on the top of an egg and half of the sticker at the bottom of the egg. So this egg becomes a munchkin. Last but not least, if your child is already starting to say words, you can have them learn rhyming words through eggs. So for example, I have cat and bat on 2 different eggs. Does cat rhyme with bat? Yes, so I know that cat and bat goes together and this egg is complete. Of course, if you have colored cups or colored plates, you can also have your child just throw in the egg carton in those different cups. Don't forget to check out the links in the description so that you can get your free Easter egg printable. Before you start cranking out those plastic Easter eggs and doing some activities, don't forget to like this video. Do you want to make the most out of this holiday? Well, make sure that you're subscribed to Educate Our Youth, because this week I will be premiering a video on family fun Easter games that you can do with your family. So make sure you subscribe below. See you this week.